venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It Smothers. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get it.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open.
There's a crease. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
Right, and what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff, and I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country. What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Manning to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Durham. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's running free down the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Run in the red zone. It's Durham. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Levitt. He makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And how about the big play by the backup running back? Hey, listen, I don't get the ball much. I don't get to prove myself much. You know how you get more carries? You prove it when you do get it. And that is a big-time play. First touch, shows off the speed. He shows, hey, I can be this guy too. I need some more touches. You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man out of the backfield. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Smothers.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it on the right. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll give it to Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No.
Snags it and he's open. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw it again. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd down, here's Durham. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Finds a man in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the New Mexico Lobos. And it's UNLV looking to deliver in a big way today to get to 8-2. I know those 2 hiccups did not sit well with this team. Hopefully now they can close out the season in style. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On On the run, it smothers. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Handoff to the lone back. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. A give to Brown. Shakes off the defender. Could be an alley. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Man, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. And tackled there by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Green. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm, to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on them.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Here's a give to Durham. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback keeper. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Arch is going to throw for it. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. After the run, now to throw. With the catch, it's Wingo. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. It's a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. He's going to take off. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Here's Durham one more time. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. He's got it. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to Jones. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now a close game.